and welcome to 45 Minutes of Yoga. I'm Karen, and I look forward to doing this yoga practice with you. It is yoga practice and not perfect, so I want you to keep that in mind as you flow through this and know that nobody's going to look the same as the next person in these poses. And so you're going to feel your way through. You're going to take this at your pace. You're going to take a break when you need to. Nurture yourself throughout this. So we do work on long, lean muscles, developing those. And so there is some strength moves in here, but again, you're going to take that at your pace. Of course, we work on flexibility and balance and posture and that deep cleansing breath in and out through your nose. So I want you to put everything to the side and just savor these moments for you and yourself and what's best for you, so that then you can move on after class to be the best you can be for everybody that needs you. This is a Zoom class that I videoed, and so keep in mind when I face the camera, either do what you see me doing or what you hear me saying when I say left and right, okay? So put everything to the side, take a few moments to breathe, and then enjoy this present moment yoga practice. Glad you're here with me. Let's go ahead and start standing up. And let's start just rolling those shoulders up and around. And taking our first several breaths, making that conscious effort to bring ourselves to the here and now. Put everything else to the side. If you can breathe in and out through your nose, that's going to be best. Feeling that rib cage and diaphragm expand and contract. Good. Let's come up to the front of the mat. Let's come to a standing back bend. And let's just look past those fingertips. Go ahead and come on down and walk those feet about the width of your mat apart. And let's hold on to those elbows and just very gently start to rock our whole body from side to side. Of course, you can keep your knees bent here. It's up to you. In fact, this whole class is your yoga practice. You're going to do what's comfortable and safe and best for you. So as you're breathing, let's bring those hands to that right leg, gently nose towards that knee. And on your exhale, let's reach that right arm up. Let's take that right shoulder, roll it open as you breathe. And let's make our way over to the left. Gently nose towards that left knee. And exhale, that left arm reaches up, rolling that left shoulder open. Good. We're going to walk those feet together. And we're going to lunge back one foot and then the other, coming to our plank. And just as we're moving our body, bring your attention to your breath and the sensations in your muscles. So with wrists below your shoulders, let's hug the sides as we come on down. Let's come on to up dog and just open that chest. You decide how high you're lifting up. In fact, you can stay on your forearms for Sphinx if you prefer. And let's take our knees apart, the big toes together, and rest back in child's pose. So as your forehead stays rested on the mat, the middle of your chest is surrendering to the mat. And you're just enjoying that rib cage and diaphragm expanding and contracting with each and every breath. Bringing your body and your mind to the here and now, leaving those distracting thoughts behind. So on your exhale, let's tuck those toes under and come to down dog. Let's bring those feet about hip width apart and roll some weight out of the heel of the hand, a little closer to the knuckles. Let's lift the hips, but keep our feet relaxed and keep your quadriceps relaxed. Let's take those right toes up to the ceiling. Let's walk the hands back, bring the nose towards your left knee, deep breaths. And then exhale, very gently swing through. You want that right knee to be right above the ankle. And let's float the chest up. Let's lean back into our crescent lunge. We want to tuck the pelvis under to get that good left hip flexor stretch. Let's swing through. Come to that crescent lunge again. You're welcome to take your left foot back a little farther and lean back. Let's take the hands to the low back. Let's bring the chin to the chest and take our shoulder blades into those imaginary back pockets. And let's rotate so we're looking over our right shoulder. And then let's extend both arms. Your left arm is in front. Shoulder height to the best that you can. And let's lean back into that crescent lunge again. And then let's take that left knee down to the mat. Bring the hands up to your right thigh. Let's straighten the arms, push those shoulders down, chin in your chest, and you're just gonna sink forward onto that left hip flexor. And now let's take the left forearm on the outside of your thigh, look over your right shoulder and slide your right hand to the low back. Let's all bend this right knee nice and deep and breathe. Good. On the exhale, we're just gonna untwist. We're gonna bring that right knee to the mat and give ourselves a nice cat-cow stretch. Good, let's come to that plank, wrists below the shoulders, abs engaged. Your knees can be up, your knees can be down, but your hips are down at neutral either way. Let's hug the sides, come on down. Nice up dog, the top of the head lifts to the ceiling and the chest is open. Feel free to do a push-up and then come to down dog. So you'll have that option of doing that push-up, always completely up to you. Let's exhale and take turns, bending one knee and then the other. Good, on that exhale, let's walk or softly jump those feet to your hands. And with that chin in your chest, let's take the right toes up to the ceiling. Let's take some weight out of those fingertips. So you just have a little bit of weight in the fingertips. And let's take that left arm out to the side and take a breath. And then left fingertips come to a little bit to the left of the foot. And let's roll that right hip open. Your right arm can stay hanging down. You're welcome to lift it up, but find a focal point. Very important. This is your class, so feel free to keep those right fingertips down if you want, but try to roll that right hip open. Good, fingertips come down. And let's go ahead and bring our feet together. Let's cross our forearms, hold our opposite calf, or of course hold the same one if that's better for you. Straighten the legs best you can, nose toward your knees. Just imagine that breath flowing up and down the back of your legs. And let's release. Glance up, lift the tailbone, reverse swan dive up. Standing back bend. And let's take that right arm down, keep those feet together. Left arm reaches up to the ceiling and those right fingertips walk down the leg. Good, right hand's gonna grab the wrist. Just gently pull. Rest your head completely for half moon as the left foot presses to the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, same side, just a little bit deeper. Nice left side stretch. And let's come to the front of the mat. Standing back bend. And look past your fingertips, come on down. Let's look up, lift the tailbone and lunge back one foot and then the other with wrists below the shoulders. Come on down slowly, keep those abs strong and hug the sides. Nice up dog, open that chest. Feel free to do a push-up and then come to down dog. So see how high you can lift those hips without pointing your toes. Relax your quadriceps, the front of those thighs. That will help your hamstrings to get a better stretch. On our exhale, rolling to right side plank. So right wrist directly under the shoulder. Your right knee could be on the mat. Left arm up. Both legs could also be straight, completely up to you. But notice that rib cage and diaphragm expand and contract. And always bring that focus back to your breath. As we slowly come back to plank, wrists below those shoulders, abs strong, come on down. Up dog. Push up or not, and down dog. Connect to that breath, flowing in and out of your nose. Feel that length in the back of your legs. As you lift those left toes up to the ceiling, walk those hands back a little. Nose towards that right knee, left toes reach. Gently swing through. That left knee is right above the ankle. Let's float the chest up. Lean back into your crescent lunge. And you do want to tuck the pelvis under to get that right hip flexor stretch. Let's swing through and do it again. Really lean back. Your right foot could even scoot back farther. With the hands at the low back, chin at your chest, shoulder blades gently in your back pockets. Open that chest. Rotating, looking over your left shoulder. And extend those arms. That right arm is in front. Deep breath. Good, leaning back, crescent lunge one more time. And let's bring the right knee gently to the mat. With that left knee right above the ankle, the hands are on the thigh. Shoulders down, straight arms, sink your hips forward. On an exhale, right forearm on the outside of your thigh. Look over that left shoulder with the left hand at your low back. See if we can bend that left knee nice and deep. Good. At the end of an exhale, we're going to go ahead and untwist. We're going to bring the hands to the mat and the left knee to the mat as we do a nice cat-cow stretch. Good. Let's come to that plank. Abs nice and strong, and let's hug the sides as we come down. Knees down whenever you need to. Nice up dog. Push up or not, and then down dog. Automatically roll some weight out of the heel of the hand, just a little bit more towards the knuckles. Tailbone lifts, the head sinks down. And let's walk or softly jump those feet to our hands. And with that chin in the chest, fingertips on the ground, let's lift those left toes up. Now let's take some weight out of our fingertips and extend the right fingers to the right side. And on an exhale, right hand a little bit to the right of the foot. Let's roll that left hip open. And your left arm either stays hanging down or it can reach up. Either way, find a focal point. Keep rolling this left hip open. Not a lot of weight in your right fingertips, and breathe. Good, fingertips come back down gently. And then feet together. Let's hold the back of our calves. Feel free to hold on to the same calf or cross. Straightest legs as you can. Deep breaths. Good. Let's release the arms. Glance up. Lift the tailbone. Reverse swan dive up. Standing back bend. And let's take that left arm down, keeping our feet together. Deep breath in, right arm up. And walk your left fingertips down. That left hand grabbing the wrist, just gently pull. Rest your head, pushing the right foot into the mat. And inhale, lift. Exhale a little bit deeper, pressing that right foot down. Good. Front of the mat. Come to that standing back bend. And look past your fingertips. Come on down. So let's glance up, lift the tailbone, lunge back one foot, and then the other. Abs are strong, wrists below the shoulders. Come on down slow. Up dog, open chest, top of the head to the ceiling. Push up if you choose, and down dog. Remembering this is your practice. Come to the knees and rest when you need to. Let's roll to our left side plank. So your left knee is on the mat. If you wanted to, that's a modification you can use. Your left wrist is directly under the shoulder. Deep cleansing breaths. Feel the rib cage and diaphragm expand on the inhale. Deflate on the exhale. Let's come back to plank. Allow that chest to lead as we come down. Up dog. Push up or not, and then down dog. Rib cage and diaphragm expanding and contracting. Those feet are relaxed and we're breathing. Good. We're going to go ahead and take those right toes up to the ceiling. Walk our hands back, nose towards that left knee, and gently swing through. So that right knee is right above the ankle. Let's turn the left foot flat this time. And float the chest off of our thigh for warrior one on the right side. Face muscles stay relaxed as we open up to warrior two. Your right arm is in front. We're going to bend that right knee nice and deep, keeping that right knee open and not letting it collapse. Your focal point is the tip of your right middle finger, and we're wiggling those toes a little bit. Reverse warrior, left hand, left thigh. Take the right side of the rib cage away from the hip bone. Keep your right knee bent. Slowly coming back to warrior two. And right arm, right thigh. Let's take that left arm. Reach it over the ear, getting a nice stretch down that left side. And now left arm coming up. Let's slide that right hand down to the inside of the foot. Push your right knee and shoulder into each other. Take that left arm a little heavier behind you. Left hand down next to the right hand. And your right hand, the one closest to the foot, walks behind the ankle to grab the outside. Left hand grabs the inside, chin in your chest, and your right shoulder sneaks under that right knee as you're bending that right knee. Remember, just come back to that lunge with the hands on the inside of the foot if you need to. And on that exhale, let's straighten the right knee. Slide those feet a little farther apart. And allow that head to sink down to the mat. Feel that breath flowing down the back of those legs, releasing tightness. Let's take our first two fingers, make a hook with our big toes. Let's glance up. Chest gently pulls forward, tailbone lifts. And then let's bend the elbows, the top of the head sinks to the mat. And let's release and face those fingertips to the back of the room, walking the hands back. Bend your elbows, sink that head down. Increase that flexibility in your hamstrings and inner thighs while you can. And then let's walk those fingertips a little bit towards the front. Always feel free to slide the feet further apart if you want to. Sinking those elbows down, chin in the chest. Couple breaths here. At the end of the exhale, come back to the palms. And let's walk the hands towards your right foot. And let's bring that left knee to the mat. Hands on the inside of the right foot. We're going to walk the foot to the right and sink those hips as far forward as we can so that right knee stays above the ankle. Move the foot up if it's overextending. And when you're ready, you can start to bend those elbows. You could even come to the forearms using a shoebox here, using a big book, something like that. If you can't sink those forearms down, is fine. But it's also awesome to just stay on those palms wherever you're feeling your best stretch. Your weight's evenly distributed if possible. Left quadricep is sinking towards the mat. Dissolve tightness with each breath. End of the exhale, let's come back to the palms. And let's bring that right knee to the mat. And with your right wrist directly under the shoulder, let's extend that right leg behind us. And let's extend that left arm in front. Your head's just a natural extension of the spine. Feel free to stay extended. You could also bring that right foot up by bending the knee. Left hand reaches around to grab it. And your right toes lift to the ceiling as you push the top of the foot away from you and lift out of your right shoulder. Not holding our breath at any point. Deep breath lift. Exhale, really extend long. And hand and knee down. Let's let the hips sit right. Bring your right hand on top of the left and breathe. Good. End of that exhale. Let's go ahead and come back to your plank, that upper push-up position. Wrists are below your shoulders. And let's hug the sides. Come on down slow. Nice up dog. Push up if you choose, and then down dog. Feet are hip width apart. Let's roll some weight out of the heel of the hand and take advantage of down dog each time we come to it. Relaxing those feet, lifting the hips. And left toes reach for the ceiling. Hands walk back a little bit. Nose towards that right knee, left toes reach. And gently swing through. That left knee is right above the ankle. We're going to turn that right foot flat this time. Floating the chest up into warrior one on your left side. As you breathe. Relaxed face muscles, slowly opening it up. To warrior two, we're going to find the tip of that left middle finger, spread our feet a little farther apart. Bend that left knee deep. Use your left inner thigh to open the knee and not let it collapse. Deep breaths in and out through the nose. Reverse warrior. Right hand, right thigh. Left side of the rib cage gently pulls away from the hip bone. Coming back to warrior two. And left arm, left thigh. Let's take this right arm and reach over the ear, spreading between the rib cage and hip bone on that right side. And as the right arm comes up, let's slide that left hand down to the inside of the foot. Push the knee and shoulder into each other on the left side and roll that right shoulder open. Deep breath. Exhale, that right hand comes down. You're listening to your body throughout class. Take the break when you need it. Left hand walks behind the ankle, grabs the outside. Right hand grabs the inside, chin in the chest. Let's bend the left knee and let that left shoulder sneak underneath that left knee. Breathe directly into that left hip joint. And exhale, dissolve that tightness. And let's slowly straighten the left knee, hands on the mat, and let's allow that head to just sink down. Take some breaths, lengthening hamstrings and inner thighs. Clasping fingertips at your low back is an option. You could straighten those arms and just allow the fingertips to lift to the sky, straightening the legs just to the best of your ability. And release those fingers. Let's face them behind us. Walk those hands back. Always test to see if those feet want to go any farther apart. Bending the elbows, top of the head is sinking down. And fingertips face the front. Let's sink those elbows towards the mat, chin in the chest, and breathe. Use each exhale to let go of tension and tightness. So we walk those hands towards that left foot. Face the toes to the front and take your right knee to the mat. Put the hands on the inside of the foot. You can even walk that foot left a little bit. Let's sink the hip flexors forward, but make sure the knee does not overextend the ankle. The knee and the ankle should be right in alignment. Right quadricep sinking down, and feel free to sink down to the forearms. Remember, that is your option. Take it or leave it. Dissolve all that tension as you exhale. And that exhale, we're going to go ahead and come to our palms. We're going to bring that left knee to the mat. And with the left wrist directly into the shoulder, that left leg extends behind us. And the right arm reaches in front. We're not shrugging those shoulders. Head's just a natural extension. Feel free to stay extended. Your left foot could come up, and you could grab it with your right hand. That's just an option. Left toes to the ceiling, and the top of the foot pushes away from you. Deep cleansing breaths. Inhale, lift. Exhale, extend and reach. And hand and knee down. Let's sit those hips left. And bring your left hand on top of the right. Good, untwist. Nice cat-cow stretch. And let's come to our last plank of today. Wrists below the shoulders, abs strong. Let's come on down slow, knees down when you need to, chest leading. Up dog. Push up if you choose, and then down dog. On the exhale, let's come down to your forearms. This is an option. You could stay on the palms if you prefer. We can always walk the toes a little closer to your elbows, but use the leverage of those forearms on the mat to press your body weight back and lift the tailbone. Exhale, knees apart, big toes together. Sit back in child's pose for a few breaths. On the exhale, let's separate the feet, bring the hips in the air, and walk those hands towards the front of the mat. So your hips stay up, forehead down, and your underarms and middle of the chest sink towards the mat. And now we're going to go ahead and lie on the mat on our stomach. You're going to take your right arm straight out, palm down. You're going to roll yourself to the right, resting on the right side of the face. You could have a yoga block or a pillow here for your head. We're going to bend your left knee, place the foot behind you. We're going to take your left hand, slide it to the low back. You can always take those right fingertips a little farther away from you. You can walk the left toes a little farther away to open up that hip. Deep breaths. The end of an exhale, we're going to very slowly roll back to the stomach. Continue to look to your left. And let's rest the arms next to the body and let your shoulders, your glutes, everything just relax. And now we're going to take that left arm, palm down, straight out. And we're going to roll to the left. We're going to bend the right knee, place the foot behind us, and place that right hand at your low back. Remember, you can walk those left fingertips a little farther up towards shoulder height, maybe farther away from you, and the right toes could walk a little farther away to open up your hip. And then we slowly roll back on the exhale to our stomach and continue to look right. We're going to rest our arms at our sides and let those shoulders just flop. Deep breaths in and out through your nose. And as we glance forward, let's go ahead and take ourselves up onto hands and knees. And go ahead and have a seat at the front of your mat. So you'll want that yoga strap near you, so that you can grab it while you're laying down. And if there's anything else you want for resting pose, if you want socks on, if you want a sweatshirt on, go ahead and grab those things as well. Let's come into our boat pose twice. Let's take our shoulders down and chest open. Reach those arms up, zip up through your middle. Feel free to have one leg up, feel free to have both. Whatever is safe and comfortable for you. Exhale, let's bring the feet together, a little farther away from us. Walk those hands toward your toes. Exhale, just allow yourself to sink down. And coming up, let's bring those heels a little closer to us. Hold on around your toes, shoulders down, gently press the knees down and take the nose toward your toes. Let's wind around to your right, bring your right hand behind you, left hand on the knee, my chest is still down, I'm looking over my right shoulder as I twist. And coming back to the middle, shoulders down, lift the head up, press those knees down, and again, nose towards the toes. And winding around to your left with your left hand behind you, right hand on the knee, chest is still down, looking over your left shoulder. And good, let's bring those knees up. Let's go ahead and extend the legs. Shoulders down, arms up, engage those abdominals. Come into your boat pose one more time. One or both feet up, completely up to you. And very slowly come on back. Let's place those hands on our knees and just draw some circles to massage your low back in both directions. Let's do our happy baby pose. So straight arms between your knees, holding on to ankles or feet. Take your elbows and press those knees apart and rock side to side gently as the knees come towards the sides of the rib cage. Continuing to breathe, your first two fingers make a hook with your big toes. If this is uncomfortable, feel free to keep doing happy baby. Press those heels away. Allow those legs to relax out. Deep breaths. Good, let's release. Let's place the feet on the mat farther apart than your hips. Try to touch your heels or come close and lift those hips up into your bridge. Exhale, let's peel that spine down one vertebra at a time. Take our knees to the right and reach those arms up as you look left. Slowly switch, knees to the left, look to your right. And bringing those feet to the mat. Let's go ahead and take your yoga strap, place it around your right foot. Left leg flat, right hand holding the strap. Take it out to your right as you look left. Let's keep that left hip roll down to the mat. Deep breaths. Relax the right leg in the strap and gently pull. And that right leg comes in the air. Moving the strap towards your heel. Wiggle the foot so it's relaxed. Gently pull it in and let's push the back of your right knee away from you. Backing away, the strap comes closer to the ball of the foot. Nice flex, gently pull it in. Feel free to roll that foot out or in by pulling on one side of the strap. See what deepens your right calf stretch. And release. Let's take it out to the left. So your left hand holds the strap. You're going to extend your right arm out like a bird's wing and look over that right arm. Relax that right leg and gently pull. Right IT band stretch. And let's bring that right leg straight up. Let's place both feet in the yoga strap. Gently pull, lifting those hips and breathe. Exhale, backing away. And the right leg's flat on the mat. Left hand holds your strap. Let's look to our right. Allow the left leg to come out. We're going to make sure our right hip stays to the mat and the left leg's completely relaxed. Gently pull. In and out through the nose with your breath. And the left leg comes in the air. Strap towards your left heel, wiggle that foot. And with a straight left leg, let's gently pull the leg towards you. Push the back of the knee away. Breath flows up and down your left hamstring and calf. Backing away, let's move that strap towards the ball of the foot. Nice flex. And gently pull it in. Feel free to roll that foot out or in. Good left calf stretch. And release. Right hand holds the strap. Let's take it across the body. Let's look over that left arm and relax that left leg in the strap. Gently pull. Deep cleansing breaths. Use your exhale to deepen that stretch. And let's release. Go ahead and put that strap down. And let's lengthen our body from fingertips to toes. See how long you can make yourself. Deep breath. And exhale, just slide those arms down. Rest them somewhere at your sides. Palms up if you can. Palms down if it's more comfortable. See if you can let those feet just flop out naturally and close your eyes. Made it to your last pose, total resting pose. Make the most of these last few minutes. Allowing yourself to inhale what's going to give you the best rest of your day you can. And exhale what's holding you back from having that wonderful rest of your day. Deep breath to the top of the head. Exhale, allow that breath to flow across your forehead and your temples and the back of the head. Across your eyes and your nose and your cheekbones. Feel the breath flow down the sides and back of the neck and roll across the top of the shoulders. Feel the shoulders relax to the mat for a nice open chest. Relaxed upper back. And that breath flows down your arms, rounding your elbows to your forearms and your wrists and your palms and the top of your hand. Feel the breath between your fingers, all the way to those fingertips as you very gently wiggle those fingers. Letting all that tension and tightness escape through your fingertips. You very gently wiggle those fingers, and then notice that that breath is surrounding your rib cage, one rib at a time. Notice the breath flowing across your sternum and the mid-back at the same time. Notice the breath rolling across your waist, your abdominals, and the small of your back. Exhale, those hips and glutes completely relax and mold to the mat. Quadriceps and hamstrings release. Knees, shins, and calves. Ankles, and then feel the breath round your heels and flow up the arch of your foot, rolling across the top of the foot, between your toes and all the way to your toe tips. Exhale, moving the toes gently and letting tension and stress escape through your toe tips. Feel the body calm Notice a new perspective on the rest of your day. Picturing how all your interactions would go if you made that decision to hang on to this peace and calm. So let's go ahead and bend one knee when you're ready and place that foot on the mat, allowing the other knee to join it. And slowly rolling to one side. On an exhale, your bottom arm becomes your pillow. You can gently open those eyes as you're ready. And press up to a comfortable sitting position. Arms reach up as we inhale. And exhale, we bring the hands to the heart and surrender everything in that head to the heart. Have a beautiful, blessed rest of your day, and thank you for joining me. Namaste.